Oh God. Damn, what did you do over the weekend? You go to the club, bro? What's going on here? Did you watch the Fast and Furious movie? It's funny you put these in.
Finally got him in, man.
You know what that song's
doing
from?
It for family.
Doing it for family. It's not far off from Fast and Furious. I was playing Forza on the simulator one day. That's the first song that comes on. I'm like, all right, bro. Here we go. We're racing.
Honestly, the race games or car games usually have the best soundtrack.
So, okay. A lot of people hate techno, right? I get it. But if you're in a car racing, come on.
Oh, you gotta have techno.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that Toretto song that was just on. It's gonna. If you're in the Lambo playing Forza, what are you doing?
God. Time to catch the rabbit, right? That's it.
Exactly. That's funny, dude.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Techno is garbage music, okay? It's garbage music. However, there are like two places where techno is like, yes. One of them is in a car when you're racing, all right? And the other one is at a club.
At the club.
You're about 3 drops of Molly in, all right?
I don't think you gotta have Molly in your mouth, but whoa, bro.
Your eyes are just that big.
What was the best club you've ever been to?
Best club I've ever been to? Had to be down in Florida, and it had to be and
mine was too.
It was Foam Party. And again, I'm sure I had to have caught something at that party because it's just foam, people's filth, everyone coming off the beach. Stuff's getting in your eyes. You don't know who you're touching. All right. It's people feeling around, man. Foam's everywhere. You got music up, but dude, it was loud. The foam was everywhere.
It's crazy, huh?
Drinks were cheap. Yeah. It was a good time, man.
Mine was Daytona. So Florida for sure. Yeah. I remember walking into this place and it was like a hotel lobby almost. I'm like, what is this place? Like, this doesn't sound.
This doesn't seem.
And then they kind of led you to this, like around the spot, and then these huge doors. And then they opened up the doors. And I swear to God, if you see the movie Blade in the beginning, I'm serious. But it was like a coliseum. It was like a cathedral. Like they had the big pillars everywhere, and they had all the laser lights in between the pillars. I remember walking into it, just like
it's like, oh, you know what it is? Oh. It's like that, you know, in the movie Triple X, you know, the German scene.
Yeah, yes.
Where they have Rammstein in there. There's a flame shooting, everyone's in. Yeah, there's people in cages.
Wow. I guess we're partying.
Yep, this is it.
Here we go.
That's a different mindset. All right.
Then you go in there and you see the DJ up there on the second floor. Like, this is Blade. Where's Blade? Where's Wesley Snipes?
You're all vampires. Hold on a sec.
Wait a second.
Yeah, no.
Is it gonna rain blood, bro?
And I'm not a huge club guy. I never was, but of course, when you're trying to score ass or it's spring break, you're like, all right, let's go to the club.
Go to the club.
All right, here's my $30 to get in. Give me my wristband.
Honest, okay, it sounds miserable now.
Yeah.
But throughout your 20s, let's go.
We're there, man.
You always still have one buddy, though. Even at like 40 years old, it's like, let's go to the club. Like, bro, man.
Yeah. And then you go out with them one time, and you're like, "This was the worst idea."
Why did I do this?
Why am I doing this? This is awful. I want to go home.
All right. I'm tired. There you go. Nice intro.
The club doesn't open until like 3 a.m. It's like, why does this club not open until 3 a.m., man? This is ridiculous. No.
Standing in line for this?
We're ready to go. With that, we are juiced. We're set. It is the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter. Don't forget, we're streaming. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook. Ryan said we're not live on YouTube. Is that maybe not going through? Is it not?
Hey, that's all on you, boy.
It's checked. It says you're live. I think it's on your end, Ryan, you dummy. But anyway, you can get us. We're streaming. We'll be on here for the next hour or so. So get in on the conversation, get it on the fun. We'll get you through it. All right. With that said, let's get to it. It is time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777. Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. You pump it. Pump it. I know chores can pile up But are we really this preoccupied? A survey found that nearly a third of us have thought about chores during sex. According to the poll, here are a few other things we think about while we're getting it on, having sex. 24% of us have thought about work. 27% have thought about their next meal or what they want to eat. 29% of us have thought about chores. 36% have wondered if their partner ever had better sex with an ex. 38% of us have thought about someone other than our partner. 52% have thought, when will this be over? 53 have thought, how do I prevent this from being over too quickly?
And
baseball, grandma.
99% of this are all female. Just saying.
Are all you think so?
Just saying.
No, there's, as Hunter, is there ever something, it's had to have happened. Maybe like you're in the throes of passion, okay? But just real quick, like, wait, I got to do this quick, you know?
So, yes, but I try to stay away. You got to focus, man.
You got to focus.
You got to focus.
You got to focus. You got to focus.
Yeah, that's why I'm guessing a lot of this is coming from the opposite sex.
The female brain. And you know what, ladies? We're not knocking you because
your brains there's some time there where you're laying back where I even know that you're not really thinking about it.
Well, and here's the other thing. I
can see it on your face.
Women are cursed with being able to multitask. Us men, we do one thing at a time. All right?
Yep.
One thing at a time.
Task at hand.
My wife always gets mad, and I tell her, like, look, honey, I can't, but you give
one
me one
thing at a time.
I'll do it.
It's like when she's talking to you while you're texting and she gets mad. Yeah. I'm like, hey, one thing
let me
at a time
finish this, or just give me a second. Obviously, that carries off into the bedroom. When I'm in the bedroom, I just need to focus on one thing. Mm-hmm. Now, I get it, though. You and your female brain, you know, you may have a pop in you. Oh, I got to make sure I do this, or I got to take it, and that's fine. That's fine. All right. Honestly, I don't last long enough to think about anything else.
I know,
right? So usually it's like, and then I'm sleepy. Yeah,
I know what she's thinking about. Damn, that was quick. That's what she's thinking.
No, she's thinking, thank God, I got more important stuff to do, right? You know, she's thinking about chores. Sex with me is a chore, all right? That's how it works, all right? Have sex with my husband again, all right? But yeah, it's just,
I think considers it running an errand.
Mm-hmm. Quick errand, tell you that much. But yeah, ladies, it's okay. Don't feel bad. We totally understand. Just keep having sex with us, and everything's fine. As long as I'm still having sex, I'm okay with it. You think about, hey, you can read a magazine.
Read a book. Hey, it's fun. She got a new Kindle. One of those nice new Kindles. Go ahead, read a book.
You got that new, I don't know,
turn the TV on.
Yeah, you got that new romantic novel you want to read. I don't care. I'm still getting it wet.
Call Grandma.
Yeah. No, maybe don't call Grandma. Sounds
a little weird.
It sounds like you're busy. Are you busy? No, Grandma's fine. I can talk.
Is there something going on? Is there a celebration? Or is people clapping in the background?
Is someone mixing oatmeal in the background?
Gross. God.
Is someone playing with GAC in the background?
Gross. Stop.
Is there crying? Is someone crying?
That's sad.
It's fine, Grandma. Just don't worry about it. How's Grandpa? Well, he's not feeling well. Anyway, what about this? If you want to make a good first impression, smile.
Like that, man.
Maybe
don't
not
force
like
it. Don't force it.
Seems there's one thing that really affects people's first impressions of you.
Some people have it, man.
Do you like me?
Relax.
No, you're scaring
a little bit. You look like you're just about to get smoked by a car or something.
So in dating profiles, smiling apparently is a great first impression. 76% of people said they're most likely to notice someone smile, then the eyes, then it goes clothes, and then social media presence. So the number one thing you want to do, throw in a smile.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You know what? But switch it up a little bit. I'm guilty of this. I was going through my pictures the other day. I'm like, it's like the same smile. It's the same thing.
What smile do? What's your go-to?
It's just a smile.
Just like you that's a terrifying smile. I don't do too many teeth. I don't get teethy in my smile.
I'm a toother. I show some teeth. Yeah.
I mean,
while I have them, I might as well show them, right? Until I get to the bitter beer face, I'm gonna keep smiling. So my bottom lip goes over my nose.
I'm excited for those photos. Those are gonna be good
boy.
ones. No, I usually do more like a smirk, which I don't know if that's me trying to be cool or something like that. But I don't get too teethy in my smiles. I got to really try.
And you know what? Okay, girls are a victim of this more often. I see it, but it's the same pose where they're like, you're out doing something, They just want to take a quick selfie, which is fine, but it's
Yeah.
like the exact same, like,
Oh, it's like they've practiced it. They've
know?
practiced it. Should I do the horse pose? Do the horse pose.
the
real
horse
quick.
pose. where you put-
If you're on the stream, you're gonna see a horse
Yeah,
pose.
yeah,
and you're gonna
this.
know exactly what I'm talking
This
about.
is exact. All right, pretend the camera is a bathroom mirror. All right,
Hold on, it's all about the legs. Hold on, can
stumpy
you
legs.
see me okay?
Kinda, yeah.
Wait. It's
Yep, the one knee up. Now you got to turn your left shoulder back. There you go. Now put the camera by your chest. Like you're taking a picture. Yeah, there you go. That's it, right there. That's
Right?
the pose.
You look like Seabiscuit. Horse pose. Yeah, you look like one of those fancy horses that you see. Yep. Stop it.
Like when I see in real life, like, is that just?
I hold out a sugar cube when I see you in real life. I'm like, here you go, sugar cube.
Jeez, man.
You're a good filly. Anyway, but yeah, so long story short, you want to set a good first impression?
Mm-hmm.
Throw in a smile.
Yeah.
Throw in a smile. Lastly, yeah, do the hunter. Do the. What face is that?
It's a bad first impression.
So angry.
Man.
You and I have talked about this, and I'm all for this, and it's pretty crazy that a government is actually trying to put this into motion. Anyway, the Chinese government wants to limit the amount of screen time kids get, and the increasingly powerful Cyberspace Administration of China is proposing a radical new law that would limit kids under the age of 18 to no more than 2 hours of smartphone use per day.
2 hours, damn.
Yeah, the law would be enforced by requiring smartphones to have a minor mode for kids under 18, which would allow parents to manage what their kid sees based on their age. For instance, kids under 3 would only be allowed to listen to age-appropriate music, and those between the ages of 12 and 16 can only view educational content. Also, minor code would prohibit access between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. I don't want to be that guy because technology is awesome, but I think this is brilliant. And
here's the only thing with it. Here's the only thing with it. Kids are smart. Kids are going to hack it. So there's the only problem with this. Well, there's going to be problems, but one problem with this is going to be some kids don't get the content, and then there's going to be a few with them that do. And so there's going to be a huge gap there where like some of these kids are seeing stuff that,
right.
These kids won't be able to see until they're 18. So it's kind of like, which way do you go with that?
I would rather err on the side of having a few, because look at it this way. This is how I equate it to. Remember when we were youngsters, there was always 1 or 2 kids that had the parents that weren't very good parents. And they were the ones that had the cigarettes. They were the ones that got the porno. They were the ones that, had, right. It was always just a few. Well, the rest was, and we trickled in and like, we kind of like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you see what Tommy brought to school. You know what I mean? I would much rather have this in place because you see it, man. It is crazy.
The access of information. I can't, some of the things that I see on the internet, I'm like, jeez.
Yeah. Right.
Anybody can. Wow.
Right.
I'm glad that my brain is mature enough and older, but there's some things out there that I wouldn't want my child to see.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. It's scary, man. It's a scary world out there.
It's scary.
And you know what's scary? Kids are curious.
Well, exactly. And it's so easy to get.
Think about you. When you couldn't do something, what'd you do? Did everything in your power to try to do it.
Yeah. You know what I did? I went to the outhouse. I went to the outhouse at the hunting shed behind our farm property, got the key, broke into a guy's house, and stole Playboy magazines. That's what I did. Okay. But it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, which I think made me appreciate it or hopefully have a better understanding. Nowadays, it's just too easy. And again, going back to my original statement,
skill.
It required skill. Ninja-like pornography skills. Okay.
Ocean's 11.
But here's the thing and to go back to my original statement is that I also think technology is great. It's such a great learning tool. There's great educational things out there. YouTube. I mean, my God, I've been able to do stuff around my house that I never thought I'd be able to do because of
I think we're too far past. I think we're too far into it. I don't think there's I don't think there's going back now.
No, I think there is, because if you think about it, the smartphone has only been around for 15 years.
Yeah.
So there's still just it'll be hard for those older Gen Zers, people that were born like
Let's
98,
be honest.
99, 2000.
It should be everybody. It's going to be hard for you. Open up your phone. Look at your screen time.
Mine actually isn't bad. I think I average. Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Don't lie. Hold it up.
No. I won't lie. I won't lie.
Don't lie.
Let's see. Screen time. Okay, here. This is where. Yeah. So it restarts on Sunday. Sunday, I had 2 hours and 28 minutes. Can you see it?
2:28. Well, at least you're holding it up. Yeah, I see it. Yep.
2:28. Yep. And so far today, 25 minutes. And that was all on the turlet this morning. Is it right there? That's where it was. But then I get to work and I don't use it. Night? I did. I told you. That's why I'm always running late, man, because I get lost in YouTube. All right.
25 minutes, man.
But there, and again, it fluctuates. There's some weekends where it's a rainy weekend and I spend a little more time, or maybe I'm watching a few more videos. But, I think if you're over, if you're over like 4 hours a day and it's not work related, dude, what are you doing, man?
And which a lot of us are. Let's be honest. We're all addicted to it, just like
this is amazing. Like, I'm not going to say this is awesome. I love it. Like, I can look up stuff. I can do it. But again, it's also why, I took Facebook off my phone, is because I even found myself. I'm like, God, I'm just getting angry at this. Like, why? So we need to,
I found myself off the phone this weekend.
Yeah.
And then I would check it, and then I would, text a bunch of people back at once, and then put it back away. And people don't understand that. Right. When's you responding? It's because I'm not tied to my phone, man. Yeah. I'm enjoying my life once in a while. Seriously, maybe you should try it. Why do you have to know so much about what's going on? You know where I'm at. Come on.
Yep.
I said, let's go.
That's why
who's
I think
there? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Jesus.
What are you wearing? Why do you need to know?
Come on.
What'd you have for dinner? You didn't post a photo of it.
I'm done.
That's why, Hunter,
put my phone away.
I really do think that we can still keep this from becoming a crisis later on, because the smartphone has only been around. That's when all this changed, is when the smartphone became readily available and we got internet on our phones, in our pockets. I think if you limit it, we can still salvage the generations that come. If we start making those healthy internet habits, and tell you what, you turn 18, go do what you want. But for this chunk of time,
we need to do something. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We need to figure it out, because it's getting to a time where it's getting scary, and there really is no going back at this point.
There's no going back, but I think we can
slow it down.
We can slow it down and at least make better choices.
See, here's what sucks is we wouldn't have to slow it down if we treated it right from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? If we used it for good and nothing but good from the beginning, but we can't, because we're human beings. So there's bad thoughts. There's bad people out there,
Well, and here's the other thing too.
It could be a great thing.
We didn't know how to handle it too. I mean, we're basically a bunch of wild animals that were given. I mean, our brains aren't evolved. We weren't evolved to have this, and now we have these. Now we're learning, and it's different. I don't know. I think this is a great idea, and I'm doing everything I can to really limit how much screen time my daughter has, just because it's a fun toy to have. But if you overuse it, it becomes
another thing too, though. You realize how fun it is when, like it was yesterday, rainy and crappy, and there's nothing to do.
Right.
Then you're sitting on the couch. You're like, okay, I'll sit.
Yeah, and you scroll through, and that's fine. But then too, also, all right, let's play some board games. Let's play some card games. Let's go. That's what we try and do in our. And again, I'm not saying I'm like, we do all this great stuff, because there are times where I'm like, honey, sit in front and watch Miss Rachel on YouTube. Daddy needs a break. And that's good. That's nice to have, but. We could also go too far with it.
Yeah, it's a good combo, I guess. But
I will admit, though, you didn't like my one photo from this past weekend, and I was a little upset.
You know why? Because I don't get on Facebook anymore. I didn't see it, and I won't see it.
You didn't like?
I still have it on my phone, but I even did it and thought about it this weekend. I opened it up, scrolled like 3 times, and was like, what am I doing? This is all ads. It's all stuff that I talked about on the radio show.
Yep.
I'm serious.
It's ads and people you don't even really consider friends posting stuff that makes you angry. No, but Hunter, I was at the beach.
What did we talk about last week? My Facebook is full of it. Mattresses, kites, all these stupid stuff that I talk about. I need to leave my phone upstairs when I do this show.
And then that one post from that guy, and you're like, that's just the worst thing I've read. This is the worst thing I've read. No, I posted a photo of my legs at the beach, and you didn't like it. I was a little upset.
It's the same 4 chicks on top that post their stories or whatever. Is that what it is? The stories?
The reels, whatever they are.
It's the same 4 chicks seeking attention, and then there's a bunch of ads.
Yep.
And then finally you find something maybe from your family. You're like, okay, that's interesting. But it was from like 9 days ago.
Yeah.
Just like, forget this app. I'm done with this.
I told you, delete it, man.
It's
a great thing. I'm going outside. I'm going to go play with a ball and a stick. All right, that's what I'm going to go do. That's what I'm going to go do. All right, anyway. That is your morning dump. We're going to take a break. Stick around.
Yeah, now you're all tall. I gotta adjust my.
Wait, what's that?
No, I was just saying your camera. When you moved your camera.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Oh no, you were fine. You were fine. I liked it like that before.
Yeah, I moved it. Oh, I moved it too much. Oh. Yeah, that's good. I got to get everyone. Morning, Scott. Morning, CJ, you ace.
CJ,
let's see. My kid swears more than a drunk Canadian. He's like one of those little South Park bastards. I think I'm one of those bad parents. Hey, swearing's not bad. I get my daughter to swear.
I see. I don't know about that. I disagree. I don't think it's good for your kid to be swearing, man.
Where does it say? Hey, look, that's just society. Look, fuck is not a bad word. Okay?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
For...
Who made it a bad word? Some stuffed shirts. You can't say that. Why not?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, Hunter, fuck you.
When you're around and somebody just is continuously using it, you're not uncomfortable.
No, see,
you don't feel the uncomfortableness around the room.
Okay,
people are just like, dude,
that's
using
different.
That adjective.
That's different. All right. If you overuse it, absolutely, like any good thing, you know.
You know what? You're almost people overuse it, and it doesn't hit as hard as it should anymore.
That's what I'm saying. A well-placed swear word.
There you go.
For a story. Yeah, you don't want to use it like you don't want to be like Cat Williams stand-up. I mean,
yeah. See, that bothers me. It bothers me when people just like.
That's why I don't like
clean it up
Ralphie May. It's too much.
Too much. There you go. Great example.
Yeah. There you go. Well, good morning. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter.
Morning. What's up? Here we go.
Yeah. 7:30. Don't forget, we are on our stream. Find us on Twitch, Facebook, the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to that and get in on the fun. We got to do sports now. I have a Packer.
Well, we got 2 quick stories here, so let's get to it. Come on.
All right, let's do it. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweisers. Other great drinks to keep your coolers and fridges stocked up, like Good Boy Vodka Seltzers. Every pour helps a pup. And Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Hey, Bud, and remember to drink wiser.
Yeah. Hey, Bud. All right, so go ahead with your Packer story, because I want to finish with mine.
So this is just real quick. Why is this? Hold on a sec. And I'm trying to remember, not on Ask Reddit. It was the Green Bay Packers subreddit. And it was a little fact about how Aaron Rodgers made his debut for the Packers on August 11th against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
Now, fast forward this year, Jordan Love is making his starting debut August 11th against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, wow. It's interesting.
So here, the only thing I bring up, and again, this is just me hoping and praying and wishing.
Is this you trying to put a puzzle together that's really not going to fit?
No. What would it be just a kick in the gut to everyone if they got like another
franchise
Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yes.
Like I'd almost feel bad for all the other teams.
Here's
that's
the problem.
Not fair.
Here's your problem with your theory here. kind of lining up. August 11th, Cincinnati Bengals, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
This
Same
is
thing as Aaron Rodgers making his debut start.
So Aaron Rodgers, what, 2011?
No. It was 2000.
Or no, yeah.
2000,
August 11th. That's why.
August 11th. Yeah, 2006.
2006.
Yeah.
Game was different back then. Everybody's good now. You're not going to stand out like you could in 2006.
Now, here's the thing, though. He didn't come out swinging with a great season. I believe we went like 500 his first year. I don't even know.
The game has evolved too much now maybe not. No, I take that back. You know why? Because of Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
That's why my stance means nothing. Because Patrick Mahomes came in and just immediately won a Super Bowl. And it's still continuing to play at top tier.
And depending on what
do you see it in Jordan Love?
He's a talented quarterback. Tell you what, he's got better legs than Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think I've ever seen him throw a football. I don't think I've ever seen him.
He's only had one, he's only played in one game because Rodgers was not, out, and then we had Huntley, which was.
And from what I remember, it wasn't great, but that's your first game going in.
First game, no one comes in and does
exactly.
well, right?
Catch fire, right?
But watching everything, it'll be interesting. I'm very excited about this season because, and not just for the Packers, I think for the NFL as a whole, because we've seen now this generational shift. All of the guys that we knew that have been in there for a crazy long time, they're all gone. Everyone's gone. And now we have this next group of up-and-comers.
Here's the thing. He's a professional athlete. He's a professional. He made it to the NFL, and he's starting in the NFL. Jordan Love is a nasty quarterback.
And he sat behind Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he learned.
You might be pleasantly surprised. But here, like I said, here's the problem. Everybody else around him is nasty too.
I will agree with you on that.
The room for, there's no real gaps anymore. It's all about plays and not turning the ball over and just being perfect the entire game.
You almost have to be. You almost have to be perfect at this point,
Because everybody's at like a 95 in Madden rating right now. You remember people who get like 75 and even the punter can run like a 4-1 now.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. He can bench 350
seriously
and run a 4, and that's the
third string punter. They're all freak athletes out there.
Yoked, man.
Crazy. So there you go. Yeah, okay. Green Bay Packers still gonna.
Yeah, and I just think too. I think it would be ridiculous. Like, what would the odds be of not having just one Hall of Fame quarterback into a second first ballot Hall of Famer, and then they get a third one, and so we have 45 years of Hall of Fame quarterback play.
You get a big goose egg. That's what
probably. I'm being realistic, but a guy can dream, right?
You're dreaming. Right? You were sitting in bed last night thinking about that, weren't you? Please. Give me one more. All right, moving on. I got one last story before we leave here, and it happened over the weekend. And this is what happened. We went to a bar, right? And there was a fight on. Jake Paul fought Nate Diaz over the weekend. And I was telling you, did I talk about this last week, Friday? I think I did. I brought it up because we watched that Netflix documentary on Jake Paul.
Yeah. That's, I think, what we got into it. Yeah.
So over the weekend, Jake Paul beat Nate Diaz in decision and knocked him down once, to be fair.
Really?
It was kind of, I wouldn't say a fluke hook, but he caught him with the hook and kind of got him off balance, and he kind of fell underneath the ropes a little bit. Diaz got right back up. He didn't get knocked out or anything, but interesting fight over the weekend. And hear me out, and people might get mad at me for saying this. Jake Paul could fight. And I knew he could
get mad about that.
I knew he could fight going into this fight after watching the documentary, because I had never seen Jake Paul fight before watching that documentary and this fight this past weekend. And after watching it, I was like, still don't like the guy that much. Yes, he plays the role. He's the problem child. It's on his shorts.
Yep.
He's the villain. And he plays it very well. But hey, listen to me when I say this. The dude can box. The dude is not only can he box, I think he's pretty damn good. Like, really good.
I don't think anyone can. I mean, you're right. You can say what you want about the fact that I don't like him. I don't like his attitude. But you cannot take away. And this, again, is coming from a guy who does not like him.
Spade is spade. He's a good boxer.
He's a good fighter. And he's in. How many times does he need to fight well for people to go, yeah, he's legit? Like this kid can ball. He can box.
He can box. He did not slow down. He was bobbing and weaving, jumping around, hitting shots. I mean, there were a few times where I'm like, come on, Diaz, just get in there and just throw one good one.
Right.
Diaz looked a little out of shape, but he didn't slow down. Nate's a badass. He'll go 40 rounds if he has to. Somehow the cardio between both of them, cardio, phenomenal. But interesting fight over the weekend. There was one point in the fight where Diaz put his arm over the top of his head because he got it close. Kind of like what you would do with a choke in MMA.
Oh,
and everybody, it's getting one of those.
Choke him out.
And then he kind of backs off and does one of these,
Yeah, right.
It was an entertaining fight. It really was. And you know what? I'm gonna watch the next one.
Yeah.
As much as you hate Jake Paul, the more you hate Jake Paul out there, the more money this guy makes, the bigger fights he's gonna get.
There's a lot of people
he feeds off of it.
A lot of people who have made a career being the villain because you got to have the villain in the scenario. And you know what?
Everything fits with this guy.
Yeah.
So social media superstar. Okay. So he already has the followers. That's a huge thing in boxing. You're following. That's how you promote fights. He's a great promoter. He already naturally does it. He does it every day.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he's got the money to buy the team and the training.
Right.
And after watching the documentary, the dude trains. He's about boxing. He's serious.
He's got the free time. Obviously, because
you have the money.
He doesn't have a 9 to 5 he's got to do first and then go to his Taebo class afterwards. You know what I mean? He can spend all day training, all week, all month training, and he's really good at it.
Finish all of that off.
Yep.
He's a good boxer.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got the skills.
I'm sorry. I'm calling it how it is, guys. You can hate me because I know you all hate Jake Paul out there. And I'm not saying I love Jake Paul. I'm just calling it what it is. He's a great boxer.
Well, and I think it goes with anything. And for us to, not expect there to be a villain in the scenario. There's a villain in every fight. And it goes even to just as simple as the world of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
There are guys that made their career being the bad guy, being the guy who would, do the cheap shots or this and that, and people loved it.
The more you lean into it, the bigger you get.
Yep. Especially if you're good. And I hate to say it because that whole family is just a long line of douchebags. All right.
He should have gotten knocked out with Woodley. He beat Woodley for Cripe's sake.
Yep.
He beat Anderson Silva.
Yeah. Mike Tyson said he can fight. I mean, when Mike Tyson's
a huge fan of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's all over the documentary.
Yep. Well, think about when Tyson got out of jail. He was the villain.
Yeah.
No one wanted to see Tyson win. The guy went to jail for God's sakes. Yeah.
Who's he fighting next? Who would you like to see Jake Paul fight? And we got to do. You can say anybody. It's legit now. You could pick. You could pick top tier fighters now.
I want to see him fight Tyson.
I think a lot of people do. People do.
I just want to see Tyson in the ring, man. I love it.
I mean,
Tyson's a beast.
Tyson's a beast, but we all saw Tyson fight Did he fight Holyfield again?
I can't
remember. Who did he fight? It's like 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah,
4 years
it wasn't
ago.
That long ago, was it?
3 years ago or something?
Anyway, but yeah, he got back in the ring, 50-some-odd-year-old Mike Tyson. You're like, damn.
Be interesting. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Jake Paul beating Nate Diaz over the weekend. What?
Wild, man. Wild. Oh. All right. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I got for you.
Good enough for me. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. Well, I missed a couple comments here. My phone is not an antique, all right? It's the iPhone 7. It's fine. It works great.
You know what? Here, let me rant on this for a second. I love iPhone people ripping on other iPhone people for having an old iPhone. Look at you peasant. You're the peasant having an iPhone, right? I don't care if it's new, old. You're all in the same category.
You're all sheep.
You're all sheeple.
Yeah.
You're just an old sheep. You want to be a new sheep?
Right. Going back to Eric too. Eric made a comment when we were talking about messaging people and everything. He said, like me over messaging everyone about the 9-tap bar I missed out on. He sent me a message too. He's like, "Oh, look at this. It's for sale." And I never got back to him, but it got sold before he could get it for his man cave. He's got like a not. He's got a pitching man cave, and there was this 9-tap like bar thing.
You were gonna buy it,
and he missed it. He got sold.
It.
You got to be quick on Marketplace, man.
Well, here's another thing. You got to have people to come over too.
He's just drinking out of 9 taps.
That's what I would.
You guys got to come over, man. I got too much beer.
Please, man. I got like 4 or 5 kegs over here.
Wife's getting pissed.
Anyway. That's funny. That's the problem.
Morning, Fockers. Morning, Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
He said 300 only, and I'm still upset. Man, you missed out. Got to be quick on that.
Hey, what's the topic, real quick?
It is, what simple pleasures of life are underrated?
Nice. Any more comments?
Yeah, we got some comments. Oh, you're saying right now? No, we're good. We got about a minute.
Yeah, this is when we need that. We'll be back after these brief messages.
Oh, yeah. I think I'll wait on that until we figure out our new system. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Jen, and happy birthday.
What's up, Amanda? What's up, Jen? Who was it, Jen? Was it Jen's birthday?
Yeah, Jen Peterson's birthday.
Jen Peterson, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jen.
Yeah. And you got a date. You got today, Jen. You don't get a week. You don't get a month.
You go.
It's a birthday. Right. You know what? Okay. Hey, real quick.
Tick tock, Jen.
Let's go into it. I got you. Hell yeah.
Well, good morning. 7:45, the Plan B morning show. It's Brock and Hunter.
Happy birthday, Jen. All right. So
yes, we're on our stream. We're on our stream, by the way. And so everyone say good morning, everyone. Everyone's on there. Come join us on the stream. Well, Jen commented, and she said, it's my birthday.
Celebrate it. Enjoy it because you only get one. You get a day. Birthday, okay?
Birthday. That's right.
I had this rant over the weekend because it is also close to mine.
Yes.
And there was people around me this weekend. They're like, "Hey, you want a shot? It's your birthday." And I'm like, no, I don't want a shot.
Right.
And it's not my birthday.
No.
It's Wednesday. And I get one day just like everybody else. So I had an ex, okay, who would celebrate for an entire month.
Yeah.
And it drove me up the wall.
It's my birthday month.
No, it's not. God. It doesn't. You don't get a month. You don't get a week. You don't even get
single day.
Okay. The only thing that I can kind of put my head around. All right.
Yeah.
You get to choose a weekend ahead or behind, not both. You don't get 2 weekends because your birthday lands on a Wednesday. But if it does land on, during the week, I get it. You're working. People can't do anything. You got to celebrate during the weekend. Yes, I agree.
All right, that's fair enough. But not the whole weekend, though.
But correct people when they say, "It's your birthday?" No, it was last Wednesday, but we're celebrating today. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You get a day. It's right there in the name. It's in the name.
And then you can't bitch either. If it's like if Hunter, your birthday's on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're gonna do something Saturday, which doesn't mean that I got to double up and do stuff on your actual birthday.
No, because you were
I'm doing it all on Saturday.
Work on Thursday. I don't expect you to come over and, no. For what? I'm 38. Come on.
Yeah.
Stay home. I'll see you Saturday. Maybe if you feel up to it.
You your birthday spankings on Saturday. All right.
I know.
Bare assed. All right. That's gonna be me. I'm the bare ass one.
Because here's what happened: is she said, "Oh, it's your birthday. You want a shot?" No, it's not my. And I said it loudly because 5 other people at the bar
Right.
heard it too, and they're already whispering to the bartender, "Hey, get him a shot, would you?
Get that birthday, get the birthday
Get him a
boy
shot."
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Now I got like 10 of them coming my way. Sweet.
And I'm
feel
38.
great
I
tomorrow.
don't mean, yeah. It's gonna. You guys are ruining my weekend.
not
all
my
right?
birthday. Actually, it's not my birthday ever again.
Birthdays are off. Okay, we're done. No,
I
but Jen,
appreciate
hey,
it. I appreciate it.
hey, Jen, happy birthday. That's
Happy-
long story short. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jen.
Tick tock, your day is running out. Hope you got a lot of stuff planned for today, because that's it.
Yep.
That's it. Anyway. All right. Well, look, we got to keep things moving here. It's time for your topic of the day. As always, brought to you by Sports 44. Try Sports 44.
Yeah.
Try Sports 44 first for sporting gear, shoes, clothes, school spiritwear, equipment, and more. Located at 2605 South Cleveland Avenue in St. Joe. Sports 44. Sporting goods. That coffee's kicking in.
I was
Man.
going to say, you're like 9 words ahead. So you drink more.
Caffeine!
What are you doing?
Sports 44, sporting goods for all 4 seasons.
Take the
you're-
rubber band off your arm, would you?
Which simple pleasures of life are underrated? Simple pleasures of life that are underrated.
I'll kick it off. This might not be simple, but just maybe simple things you do. Family time.
Okay.
I guess it depends on what kind of family you got, though. You got a dad that beats you to death. That's probably
obviously.
spending time with him. But if it's a good situation,
Yeah, that was dark.
I'm just saying, if it's a good, I'll rephrase it. If it's a good situation,
Family time. Yes.
because I say that more often than not, because you know what's taken away from it. Well, you're just talking about it, social media, other things,
Mm-hmm.
things that you shouldn't be doing. That you should be spending time with those people that really matter to you.
Yeah.
And there's always a moment when I'm doing it where I sit there and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
you do this more often. Why am I not?
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying family. You can extend it to friends.
Yeah.
Just people that really appreciate you.
Yep.
Your true friends.
One of my favorite things, and it's a
Last night, for instance.
yeah.
Like I appreciate friends that help me out. Last night, I had a buddy text me at like 9:00 at night, like, "Hey, I need help putting a dresser upstairs."
Yeah.
And I'm reading this, and I'm like, "Of course not." I'm laying in bed. I have
I'm
my
in
boxers
bed
on.
already.
But he was one of those friends
Yeah.
that would drop everything he's doing, and he would come over, and if it was on the other shoe,
Yep.
it was in the. So I'm like, "All right, put my clothes on. I'm going
Better man
over."
than me. I would have said no. I would have said, "Are you
Yeah,
out of your mind?"
Most friends, yes.
We'll move it tomorrow.
Right?
Does it need? Where does the dresser need to go right
I
now?
don't know. Maybe he was on.
But you
he was-
did it. You did it.
He
You're
was
a good friend.
in the mood or something. I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say is one of my to hop in on that. One of my favorite things, and this is a super simple pleasure of life that I enjoy. One of my favorite spots is at my parents' house
Mm.
in the kitchen chair. All right, I always have the one chair I sit in, and usually me TV is on. I could sit there for hours. Sit there for hours and chat with my mom and dad. My brother usually will come up from the farm. I always love that. So yeah. We got the nieces and nephews will pop up and say hi. And it's a simple pleasure.
Yeah.
Won't always be there. Hate to bring it
Won't
down
always-
with
yeah,
that,
man.
man. Won't always be there, man.
Seriously though.
A simple pleasure in life for me that I think is underrated is like the first drink out of like a carton of milk or an orange juice, because you were thinking about it. All right. You went and got that milk. You went and got that orange juice. You're like, I want some orange juice. I want this. And then you finally get to crack it open. Something about it just tastes so good that
You drink it right out of the carton,
Right
out
out
of the
carton.
bottle. Yeah.
right out of the. I'm not pouring it in a glass. It's my ice cream or my.
She get mad at you when she catches
No.
you doing
Nope. So I do it usually at like 2:00 in the morning
it.
in my underwear in the light of the
She's never
light of the
catching it.
fridge. Yeah, right. But yeah, I think that's a simple pleasure. Or like that first bite of a meal you were really craving. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's underrated, man. Like, let's say you
Yeah, it
wanted,
really is. I had one of those over the weekend, a meal that I was really anticipating.
right?
And they pull it out and they put it in front of you, and you're like, oh yeah.
Yes.
It's
That's it. Like it's what you were craving. I
This
think
is
that's
it.
underrated, man. I don't think we appreciate that. You know why? Because we've become such a fast, we're a fast food nation. So it's always just give me my food and shovel it in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But when you really want that thing, that's hard to beat, man. That's hard to beat.
It's a good answer. I like that.
Let's go to Facebook here. We got some answers here. Which simple pleasures of life are underrated? Let's see. Eric said sleeping as an adult, working weeks without a day off. Yeah, that's nice. Just naps in general. Yeah, Brandon said naps. Are more people getting on the nap train?
I think so.
I hope so.
Or I think everybody has been on the nap train. Just they didn't want to admit it.
Didn't want to admit
It's
it.
been like a kind of a secret. Like I don't want to tell people that I take naps.
Yeah.
Even though like we all naturally need them.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
But don't tell anybody that because you're gonna be lazy. You're a lazy person.
Yeah, look at you, you bum.
You're napping.
Well, fine.
Because I'm tired. Aren't you tired?
I'm not saying I need to sleep for 8 hours, just like 45 minutes. Let me close my eyes for a little bit.
Have you tried a nap?
It's fantastic.
Why are you judging me?
You probably won't be as grouchy if you take a little nap. That's why you're so
or
grouchy.
Judgy, at least.
Or judgy.
You know?
Wake up, you're like, oh, this is great.
The Energizer Bunny over here.
Let's see. Tim said relaxing on a Saturday morning after working all week long and not having anything for the day. I think I'll take that last bit of his. Is that how about something that's underrated and we've talked about this today, this morning when we first started. It's like we try and just slam so much stuff into a weekend, but sometimes I think it's very underrated just not having plans. Mm-hmm. And they're not saying you don't find something to do. You don't just have to sit on the couch, but something that's underrated that more people need to do is don't have a plan. Just wake up Saturday, get some breakfast in you, and then be like, what do we want to do today? Mm-hmm. And then you go find it. Go for a drive. Go look and see what's happening in your local paper, whatever, you know.
I got a good one.
Yeah.
This one happened to me over the weekend, too. We were just walking along. No, we were riding bikes or something, maybe. We were outside somewhere, and that smell of the burning leaves or a bonfire hits you. Ooh. And you're just like... It like puts you immediately into that fall mood. You're like, give me a fall drink.
Yeah, give me a cider.
Sitting around the fire, but you're always kind of looking for it. Like somebody is enjoying themselves.
Yep.
That's just that real quick campfire smell. Like puts you into that mood, you know?
That or the underrated barbecue smell. Even though it's not yours.
Barbecue.
You're like, oh, so you know what? Someone's having a barbecue. That smells good. And you know they're just relaxing on their back patio.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Breeze is coming through.
Yeah. Actually, that was happening the other day. The smell of pizza. We were walking around downtown for Antiques on the bluff, and that, of course, that all just comes right up over that bluff. I'm like, God, that smells so good.
Doesn't it?
It just comes up over that bluff and just hits you, just direct. Fantastic. Best advertising right there. What else do we got? We got some more answers on Facebook. What are simple pleasures in life that are underrated? I like Ben's answer. Opening the dryer and finding 4 towels instead of a load of my 3 daughters' clothes. Yeah, there's something nice about only having like a few shirts or maybe just a couple beach towels instead of all of our clothes. How did all of our clothes end up in here?
Here goes 2 hours of folding and organizing.
Did we not wash our clothes for a month? How is this possible? Yeah, when you open that dryer, or how about this? Even better, you open the dryer, there's nothing in there.
No, nothing.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Folded all of it. It's all folded.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Or you need to dry something. This happens to me all the time. I need one article of clothing dried, and I open it up, and that thing is jam-packed full. Damn it.
You're the only person I know that it will take time to dry that one.
Just one. I need one. It's not gonna match. It needs to match.
Ridiculous. Let's see. Stacy said alone time. I think that's underrated in life. I'm not saying you want to be a hermit. I mean, I do. I want to go in the woods and never see anyone ever again, but that's just me. But no, I think you need to have some alone time, whether it's from
quiet time, alone time.
And that's from your significant other, from your friends. It's good to go out and just have some alone time. Mm-hmm. Right? Is you. Like you, when you go in the woods to chase all your golf balls all the time. That's nice.
It's my alone time. That's my time by myself.
You get a lot of it.
Leave me alone. I'm not cheating.
I'm looking for my ball.
Why is he crying? Why is he crying?
Some guy crying and there's some lady crying in the woods. No, that's Hunter. James said silence. He said that's underrated. That's a pleasure of life that's underrated.
That was another one brought up over the weekend. Damn.
Yeah.
Somebody followed me throughout the weekend. So we were riding in the car and I didn't have any music on. It was dead quiet. And wife's sister brought it up. She said, you don't listen to music? It's too quiet in here. I'm like, well, it was peaceful until you piped up. All right. You don't need to be listening to music all the time.
You know, you know what's funny? That's funny you bring that up actually, because that last trip that I did, right when I was a chaperone there to Canada, I lots of times when I drive, like if it's a long trip, I will go like 3 hours with nothing on. Like
Yeah,
I just
it's
think
fine.
and I drive. But it was fun. So all the teenagers had a group chat going, and like a vehicle 3 cars up, whatever. Like they showed something on the chat, and there was the kids dancing with the chaperones, like and music playing.
Yeah.
And the girl riding in the back with me, my niece's friend, she's like, "Oh, you guys have music?" And she just posted a clip, and it's me just looking out the window, no music, nothing.
Just dead.
These poor
air.
teenagers are in the back, and it's just dead silent. Just
Hope you brought your Walkman or whatever you call them these days.
Hey, we're gonna do a little game called the Quiet Game. All right.
It's called Shut the Hell Up.
Just look out the window and don't say anything. All right. But yeah, I find myself doing that. I'm like, oh, I haven't said a word. Like your throat gets dry because you haven't talked in 3 hours. But it's nice though.
Zoning up.
Yeah, it's nice. You just look and you think. We need to do more of that in life.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
Get introspective.
Silence is not as simple pleasure in life.
See, Amanda said, I think waking up to a clean house is one of my favorite simple pleasures. Yeah, my wife likes that. You know what she does before we go on vacation? She'll clean the house, like just top to bottom, right?
Same exact thing.
And she loves that coming home. And I'll have to admit, I love it too.
Yeah,
you come home and the house is clean.
organized. Even the bed is made. You're like,
yeah,
wow,
you're like, oh,
is this a hotel room? What is this?
This is fancy. I'm gonna mess this house up real quick. Then you just start throwing all your luggage.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Here we go.
Ruin it. Yeah, I think that's it. Simple pleasures in life. No one said listening to the Plan B Morning Show.
Well, it's because it's not.
It's awful. Awful. All right, we're going to take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. All right. Well, I think we're all set. Hold on. Cassie's birthday is tomorrow. Well, don't say anything until tomorrow, Cassie. It's not tomorrow yet.
Okay.
Is it today? Then I don't want to hear about it. This is Jen's day, Cassie. You quit trying to get in on it.
What are you proposing at other weddings too? That's funny. We're kidding.
Damn it, Cassie.
We love you.
We'll wish you happy birthday tomorrow on your day. But all right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for more of the Plan B Morning Show.